Everybody got the way. We just catching and releasing what builds up throughout the day. Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. Please do subscribe to my channel, turn on that notification bell, and let's get started. We're going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, also for your cross watchers. This is for the first half of July 2019. Although the intention is set for guidance for that period, Soul doesn't do Gregorian calendars or linear time. So if you come across this at a different point and it resonates, your soul's probably trying to tell you a message. Okay, let's get started. Let us get started. All right. Guidance, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers. What is going on, Aquarius? Let's see. One more time. All right. Ooh. Okay, no, seriously. What's going on, Aquarius? What's going on? What's going on? All right. So card number 30, the perfection of your life. This card talks about storms. It's basically about perception. When you're viewing a storm from above the actual storm clouds, it often looks very graceful and beautiful, like a dance of clouds with light show. When you're in the storm itself, it's not so. It's a completely different experience. And so when you're in the middle of really tumultuous type of energy, sometimes you're really good at making it seem like it's not such a big deal. When inside for you, it actually is. You're struggling through something really, really intense. And for one reason or another, honestly, it feels as though Aquarius energy just doesn't want to be a bother, doesn't want to burden the people that you love. You don't want to burden the people that you love with, bless you, your silly problems. These problems are not silly. You need to share of your hurts and struggles so the people that love you can help you, can help shoulder the weight of what it is you're carrying in your heart and your shoulders, okay? There are people who love you, who want to help you in this way, but they don't know what's going on. So Aquarius, you're going to have to begin vocalizing, which leads to the next card, card number 2, the word wants to be written. Now, you're going through changes within your throat chakra and your crown space. You're ascending. Your understanding of yourself, your perception of yourself is shifting. And that's a beautiful thing. This is a positive shift. This is a shift in a positive direction. You are a little bit more willing now to speak on what's going on. But remember, just because you're willing doesn't mean you're actually doing it yet. So some of us are starting to do it already. Some of us aren't. Some of us aren't quite ready yet. But you will be very, very soon. Allow yourself to process the events of your life. Allow yourself to process your thoughts about these events. You're being given clarity in thought, clarity in seeing, hearing, feeling. Your clairs are going active. You're becoming something else. You're starting a part of your journey where you're more in alignment with your actual truth versus what society deems appropriate, what's the standard or the norm. For Aquarius, you can either, if you don't disagree with the norm, then you fully support it. And that's just kind of one of your quirks. But I think many of you are starting to recognize the norm is not honoring your soul. And it's now becoming a problem within you. In your social circles, you might be noticing people's their chosen way of being, their reactions, all that stuff is not in alignment. You're kind of like, what am I? I can't really relate to these people anymore. sometimes that happens. It's actually more common than not for something like that to occur as you're ascending, as you're rising in frequency and dimensional level of consciousness. Now, that leads us to your third card number 10, releasing allegiances. First and foremost, you have to have an allegiance to yourself, okay? Before you can pledge allegiance to anyone else, you have to first pledge allegiance to yourself. You have to be loyal to yourself first. Now, if you look closely, I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Her skin is all cracked, okay? You are getting ready to shed layers of an existence that you once thought was your truth, but in actuality, it wasn't. It was just a perception of who you thought you were. But in reality, who you thought you were was nothing more than a compilation of other people's expectations of who they want you to be, who they need you to be. And no more of that, okay? No more of that. You're needing some self-love. You're needing to allow the bees to not just sting you, but also create sweetness, okay? As you understand the events of your life, as you understand the purpose of your interactions with others, even if those interactions sting you a little bit, then you begin to understand and gather the sweetness. You begin to collect the honey that's produced by these bees. So allow that to happen, okay, Aquarius? Allow it to happen. Let yourself have time to mourn the loss of who you thought you were, because you guys feel very deeply, yet you don't express it. And all of this accumulates within you. There's a lot of stagnant energies. There's a lot of blockages. And it's all because you try and just keep this to yourself. You don't want to be a burden. You're so far from a burden. You are so far from being a burden to anyone that loves you. All right, let's get you guys. Oh, okay. I'm told to shuffle one more time. All right. Okay, Aquarius. Oh my God. You got the Joker card. This is a caca. Let the shit go. You don't need that in you anymore. Okay? You don't need that in you anymore. Just poop it out. Just let it poop out. Drink some prune juice, take some laxatives, whatever it is you need to do. Spiritual prune juice, spiritual X-lax, just poop it out. Okay? You need more roughage to clean out the pipes. Just let it out. That card always cracks me up. This is one of my favorite cards, 6 of Hearts. This is about the Sakura. Transience, celebration. It's time for you to celebrate who you are, the truth of who you are, not the masks that you've worn to appease other people. Allow the truth of you, your authenticity, your raw truth to finally come out. And you'll see people will still celebrate that about you, the right people. Don't be afraid to allow that to come out. Celebrate yourself. Sometimes I found that sometimes even the people who wouldn't celebrate you, the people who wouldn't celebrate the raw truth of who you are, they wouldn't choose to, make a decision to do it before they actually witness it. Once they witness you just enjoying who you are, they end up choosing to celebrate with you. Good feelings, laughter, happiness, those are contagious. Just like fear and hopelessness is contagious, so are the positive feelings. Affect the space you occupy. You have that power and capacity. Okay, Aquarius? You can shift the mood, the energy of the space that you occupy. Start doing that. Start doing it. So 9 of clubs. Protective exoskeleton. There you go. There you go. That's the truth of it. You keep yourself, the truth of who you are, hidden away. You're trying to protect yourself. It's a fear that you aren't enough. And that's just a common theme of pretty much all of your readings. This unnecessary fear that you think you're not enough. 51% at 115. 5, 1, 1, 1, 5. It's mirrors. 5, 1, 1, 1, 5. Mirrors. If you want the reflection being shown to you to change, you have to change what you're feeding that reflection. If you don't like your reflection when you aren't smiling, are you going to be mad at the reflection? Are you going to blame the reflection? Or are you going to smile? So what you see before you smiles back. Utilize that mirror. Utilize it to create the kind of environment that you want by first working on what's inside. Mirrors have no real power on their own. They only show you what you're showing. So show up. Show up to your life. Show up to every event. Show up with the confidence and the smile that tells the world you finally understand the gravity of who and what you are. And you're ready to show up as the gift that you are to everyone on your path. It's time for that. It's really, really time for that. Okay? I'm not going to let you continue to enable the reflection that's not worthy of who I know you to be, who I recognize your energy to be, what I recognize your energy to be. No. No. You're going to have to go to someone else's video for that. All right. Let's get you guys a message from your soul. Oh my God, my fingers aren't working. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. And just so you guys know, if the comments are inappropriate, I don't know what the comment was, but if it's inappropriate, we just got done talking about how we are allowing ourselves to show the reflection, right? So if I'm not reflecting that, you will be removed because I refuse to allow you to force me to reflect that ugly. So in my sacred space, we only allow mutual respect. Judge me however you want over that, but I'm cultivating the space I exist within. I will no longer tolerate any of that. All right. So, and I share this with you guys. I could have just kept quiet on it because I don't even know what the comment was, but I share this with you guys in the hopes that it will inspire you to also cultivate your environment. Don't allow what you don't want. Okay. Card number 39. Blessing of Zara. That's a beautiful card. Look at how the light just shines in through to the throat. This is you needing to speak of your truth. Notice how that light shines into your womb. This is you birthing yourself, rebirthing yourself to be the light that you are. Okay? No, you don't have to worry about cussing. I cuss all the time. I'm just trying to stop cussing because my kids said it wasn't a good look. All right, so here you go. Blessing of Zara. Let go of thought. Don't take it into your heart. You are naked and thought is like ice. You use thought to seek release from suffering and pain, while thought is the cause of your suffering and pain. The realm of creation is outside the scope of thought. O foolish one, see the opus and behold the beauty. Look in the direction from which the images flow. See the brook that causes the wheel to turn. I wish to pull that false confection from your mouth. I know you will open your mouth even wider to scream like the terrible cry of a toddler denied. But the moment you open your mouth wide and draw breath to bemoan the outrageous travesty of your loss, I shall shove my divine finger dripping with nectar into your gaping mouth. I'll let you suckle then, surprised and content by the sweetness that surpasses all other sweets. When we are hungry, We reach for what food is available. If we are starving, we may gorge upon what is before us, only to find ourselves overfed, undernourished, and in a most uncomfortable and dissatisfied state. Your soul needs better quality food. It has been detoxing. You have been shedding old thoughts, feelings, pains, and struggles. Memories of the past have been flooding out of your soul like parasites being expunged, and now your soul, thus cleansed, is in need of genuine nourishment to restore it to full radiance and vitality. So, really quick, the one who's attempting to attack my throat chakra, my twin is aware you're now going to experience a twin response, a twin protective response, okay? And I'm not going to stop him from doing what he needs to defend my space. Enjoy that. You worked hard to earn that. Enjoy it. Your soul needs better quality food. It's been detoxing. Oh, I already read that. Love will feed your hungry soul. Nothing less shall suffice. No sweet-talking charmer hell-bent on seducing and moving on will make the grade. No, it has to be nothing less than genuine romancing by the great beloved to feed, comfort, and nurse you into radiance. Only that divine finger dipped in the heavenly honey can be taken in by your soul now. All else will seem as empty junk by comparison. But can we summon the strength to overcome habitual and mindless attempts at feeding on lesser substances? Yes. The great beloved shall storm through the kitchen and with military precision clear out the cupboards, for only the best and finest, most decadent and delicious shall do for you. This oracle comes with special guidance. You're being given a blessing of Zara, of radiance, of brightness. This blessing has a purpose. It's to clear out that which would obstruct your full unfoldment to support the divine jewel of your soul in shining. You are being given an opportunity supported by life, by the earth, by the grace of the divine beloved to shed toxins from your being. This may be physical and they may equally be of emotional, psychic, or psychological origin. They may come from this or another lifetime. You may understand consciously what is being released or you may not. If you're sensitive, you may feel symptoms of detoxification at a physical level, even if what you are releasing is emotional or psychological in nature. This oracle also brings you the message that if something appears to be leaving your life, even something painful to release, it's because it is no longer healthy for you or no longer supporting of life for you. There's something more loving and beautiful awaiting. Do not try to feast upon scraps. Stop scraping in scraping in the dirt for stale breadcrumbs. Rise up and move towards the seat at the heavenly table gleaming before you, for a greater feast awaits your attendance. That's beautiful. You're being invited by your soul to show up, to just be present and really allow yourself to receive the nourishment on every level, in every direction. You're being healed. Allow it. Allow yourself to finally heal and move forward. Allow yourself to recognize you have the power and the duty to create an environment that is conducive for growth, healthy, balanced growth. If you need to use that block button, that's what it's for. There is nothing selfish or childish about recognizing when something toxic is no longer necessary. If you've learned that lesson, that toxic needs to be put out to the curb. Okay? You don't need a toxic person's permission to remove them from your sovereign space. That is your kingdom. You are the king or queen of that kingdom. What you say goes. Rule your land with compassion and grace, but also enforce the borders, enforce the boundaries. So, if this resonated with you, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. Now, I'm going to get going, but I will be back in a minute to finish up with Pisces. So I will see you guys in a minute. Please do join me, whether you're Pisces or not. Join me. Bye, guys.